Hi there, students. Okay, a smidgen, an iota, a whit, a modicum, a jot, a mite, and a soupçon. Okay, so let's look at smidgen to start with. I think a smidgen is quite an informal word to mean a small amount, just a little bit, yeah? There was a smidgen of blood on his shirt, yeah? I would like just a smidgen of butter on my toast. Notice a smidgen, a small amount, but not a tiny, 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 insignificant amount, just a little bit, yeah? He was a smidgen annoyed when he saw what had happened, okay? And notice a smidgen, I think, is a little bit informal. Okay, the next one is iota, okay? So, particularly not an iota, not one iota, meaning, so an iota is the smallest part. Iota comes from Greek. It's the ancient Greek letter for I. And there used to be like an iota subscript, which was a tiny little letter. Okay, so an iota, the smallest amount, or a tiniest speck. So I have not one iota of an idea of what to do about this, yeah? He has not one iota of intelligence, yeah? Okay, it's mostly used like that, not an iota, not one iota of, yeah? Okay, wit. Well, W-H-I-T, different from W-I-T. Okay, a wit is the smallest amount. It's like an iota. Very often you can actually hear the phrase, I don't give a whit what he says. Okay, I don't care the smallest amount. Okay, a wit also could be a person who just doesn't care about anything, yeah? Okay, a wit, it's normally a negative, slightly negative. Okay, a modicum. A modicum is a little bit. Modicum has the idea of moderate, but not as much as moderate. So, would you just put a modicum of jam on my toast? Notice a smidgen, a slight smear. A modicum, a moderate amount, or maybe just a little bit less. So, a reasonable amount, but not too much, not a lot. A modicum is saying with moderation, yeah? A moderate portion, if you like, okay? What about jot? Okay, jot is like wit and iota. I don't give a jot what he says, yeah? Okay, there was not the smallest jot of interest from anybody. Yeah, it's just like a dot. What about the next one? A mite. Well, a mite is this tiny little, I'm not sure if it's an insect or some other subspecies, but a mite, the small amount. Let's see, the widow's mite. I think it's something from the Bible that a poor old widow who doesn't have any money, who gives the smallest amount of money, the widow's mite, is much more generous than a rich man who gives £100. Okay? But a mite, it's like a tiny little insect that you find, it eats dust, yeah? You'll find it all over your house, dust mites, house mites, yeah? And then the last one, a soupçon. Well, a soupçon is a French word, meaning a taste of, a hint of. I always feel soupçon is used when you're cooking. So put just a soupçon of pepper into it, and it will have a wonderful flavour, yeah? A soupçon, a small amount of something, a hint, a flavour, a general taste, okay? So, a smidgen, a small amount, not tiny, 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 but small, just enough. An iota, a tiny, tiny dot. A whit, the smallest part of something. A modicum, a small to moderate amount. A jot, an iota, a point, the smallest bit. This mite, this tiny little insect that eats things. And the last one, a soupçon, a small amount of something, particularly of flavour or something like that. Okay, so enough. If you enjoyed the video, even a smidgen, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.